So hi guys, as you can see, 14mm Gmaster, absolutely amazing lens, but an absolute bargain. It's the first lens I've ever seen Sigma match their pricing, or the other way around, Sony match their pricing to Sigma. Is it because they're a little bit late bringing it out, and obviously Sigma is only the real competition, so they've kind of matched it to try and steal some sales? Because if you actually look here, it's the same price. Problem with the Sigma is it's massive, absolutely huge, and it weighs about 2/3 more than the Sony does. So in the real world, you know, if you're looking at these lenses, you know, why would you pick the Sigma? I'm going to show you the video that the Sony released a minute ago. You can see what you think, and you can see what the lens can actually do. But it's just crazy, you know. Personally, yep, I would buy the Sony. End of the day, it's smaller, lighter, faster, AF anyway. You know, silent motor, just a better lens. Obviously, time has come along a little bit, and you know they've obviously looked at other lenses out there, and you know done their research and everything like that. And obviously, Sony have managed to create a lens that is literally bang on. I haven't used the Gmaster yet or the Sigma, but I do own a Samyang, and the Samyang I actually picked up for 400 quid as an open box, and it actually retails at 500 and something. Amazing lens, but you know it's f2.8, and yeah, it's not amazingly sharp, unlike the Gmaster, which you can see here, which is even at f1.8. So you know Sony really are on the game here with their optics and everything like that. So you know, yep, price difference, almost £1,000 in it. You know, you do get what you pay for at the end of the day, and I think a lot of people moan that Sony stuff's expensive, but when they can prove the point with, you know, super sharp images coming out of these lenses, you know, I think it really does prove a point there. Obviously it's moisture resistant as well. It's got a clickable aperture ring, or unclickable aperture ring. The cool thing about the Gmaster as well is they've actually put a recess in the back, so you can actually put filter film in the back. So obviously it hasn't got one at the front, but it means you can put stuff in the back to have an ND, you know, filter in the back there. So it does allow some adjustability with no extra adapters or anything on the front, which my Samyang actually you have to use a big clip-on adapter to get any sort of filters on it. So there's a main benefit, but as you can see here, this thing just works really well. But you'd expect it to, wouldn't you, really? But I just still can't get my head around the Sigma price and the Sony price. Why is it the same? You know, like I said, you know, have Sony just realised, oh well, you know, let's make a slight loss on this one than we would do normally, or whatever, I don't know. But as you can see here, super fast autofocus motors, which we're used to now. A bit like the 135 Gmaster, but actually has 4. Yeah, so really cool. Very tempted to possibly buy one, but I do love my little Samyang. And the fact that it's cost me hardly anything really for what it can do is amazing. But you do have to stop it down to sort of f4 to get, you know, really sharp shots. So that first photo you saw on the title screen was an f4 shot, because at f2.8 I wasn't guaranteed it to be sharp enough really to be worthwhile. So but yeah, I just thought I'd have a quick look at it really. Just watched this video a few times, and it's definitely looking like a very good bit of kit, and I just don't know why you would buy the Sigma really. If you have bought the Sigma, are you thinking about trading it in, getting rid of it and going for the Sony? I would personally, just for the size of it. You know, it fits in your bag so much easier, and you know, also now I've got used to them, the Sony using the sort of fly-by-wire focusing rings, compared to Sigma it's still using an old mechanical version, which is a lot stiffer and not quite as easy to use. You know, so but yeah, just thought I'd sort of talk about that really. Let me know what you think about this lens. Here's a couple of shots I've taken with the Samyang, so you can kind of get your head around how good that one is. I've used it in low light situations, but I did tend to swap into the 35mm F1.4, which this shot is, which obviously allows me a little bit more light. So that obviously comes into play when you need a bit more light, and trying to keep your ISOs down a little bit. It makes all the difference. Here's one shot which I actually took with a different lens, a 15mm Sigma fisheye. It has been cropped in so you can, obviously tops and bottoms. But I used to love that lens as well, so that was another option. That was on an A mount. But also remember, you have got the 12 to 24 Gmaster, which is like £2,500, something like that at the moment. But also you have got the Sigma 14 to 24 as well. So there are some other options out there, remember. Have a look at them and see what you actually think you might go for, because at the end of the day there is quite a bit of choice there now. It's not like Sony have just jumped on it and gone, right, here you go, there's the only one. There is actually quite a few options out there. So depending on the camera you're using, depending on what you do, depends on what kind of lens you really, some people might not want or need the Gmaster for super fast autofocusing if they're just shooting landscape. The Samyang autofocus, not the fastest in the world, and it's a little bit noisy, but stop the lens down from f4 to f8, f11, something like that, and it's sharp as you like. So yeah, don't necessarily waste your money if you unless you really want to, but the other lenses out there are very, very good. It just depends on what you need and want. So anyway guys, see what you think. Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well. I just thought I'd do a quick video just talking about it really. Just sort of had a quick look myself, and I shall see what I do in the future. I'm not going to buy one now because I still really like using the Samyang. So anyway, don't forget to click the thumbs up or down, depending if you like the video or not, and I'll see you soon.